What's up, Rad family? As I'm sure most of you are aware of, E3 2015 has just sadly come to a close. At this year's conference, there were over 160 titles talked about. So today, I want to share with you some of the games I am most excited for. I do want to add a teeny tiny disclaimer to the beginning of this video. A few months ago, I had made a list of the most anticipated games of 2015, and in that list, I took in the internet's consensus when I was making it. So since I did that, I wanted to make a video that was completely just my opinion. I want to share with you all the games I personally can't wait to play. To me, one of the greatest things about video games is how different our opinions can be. A game that I consider to be the best game of all time can be a game you think is absolutely downright horrible. Since I'm sharing my most anticipated games with you, I would love for you to do the same. So down in the comments below, let me know which games can you not wait for, which ones are at the very top of your must-buy list that were mentioned at E3. So let's get to it. Number 8. Alone with You. When it comes to horror games, I prefer hyper-realistic visuals. I find it much easier to connect with the game and immerse myself into the plot when its looks lean more towards the real side. So at first glance, Alone with You didn't really catch my eye. In fact, when I looked up the game's trailer on YouTube, I thought I had stumbled across something completely different that just happened to share the same name. It took me longer than I'd like to admit to realize that was the real trailer. But I went in with an open mind anyways, and after reading the bio, this game seemed so interesting that I don't really mind the design style, and it earned its spot on this list. In this game, you play as the sole survivor after things go horribly wrong on a distant planet's colony. You're given a short timeline to plan and execute your escape before you meet your explosive demise on this doomed space rock. Paired with the ship's artificial intelligence, you recreate deceased colony members to help you. There are two things about the game summary that really intrigues me. One, where does the psychological thriller aspect come in? And two, how does romance flow with the storyline? I mean, if you're the only person left alive, who's there to really fall in love with? Or be afraid of. I don't know, this game really intrigues me, and wow, intrigue is the word of the day, isn't it? Number 7, Cosmic Star Heroine. This game first got my attention from just the title. I love a game that focuses on the strength and pure badassery of a female character. And when I read the plot consists of government conspiracy theories, I was hooked. In this game, you play a top agent of the galactic government who uncovers something that they shouldn't have and are left to face the deadly consequences. Being a top spy does not come without a price, and now that your government has outed you, there are many villains looking to exact their revenge. Sci-fi and humor go hand in hand in this all-around awesome sounding game. So for Cosmic Star Heroine, color me hyped. Number 6, Yoshi's Woolly World. That is hard to say. Is it just me, or does it feel like we've been waiting for this game forever? Like, I feel like it's been forever. I just said that. This is awkward. Nintendo has done what I thought impossible. They have managed to make Yoshi even more adorable than he already was. This game earns its name for its fuzzy design style. He even poops out little teeny tiny balls of yarn instead of eggs when he swallows his enemies. I mean, that is just cuteness overload. I just want to squeal, but I'll resist the urge so as to not make you go deaf. Keeping things on the typical Nintendo hush-hush, not much has been released about the plot, but many people are considering this the spiritual sequel of Kirby's Epic Yarn. To tell you the truth, that's all I really need to know for it to be on my list. Number 5, South Park: The Fractured But Whole. I'm still reeling from the pure awesomeness that was South Park: The Stick of Truth, so when I heard from Shady Games that they were making a sequel, well, let's just say that there were quite a few exclamation points in that text message. Similar to The Stick of Truth, you will be playing as the new kid in town, but this time you get to join Kun and friends in an epic battle against the town's forces of evil. So fingers crossed that it is not a letdown. Number 4, The Division. Tom Clancy is on a roll. I mean, there are so many highly anticipated games coming out the next few years that has the Tom Clancy stamp on it. So the hype for this game is pretty real. This open world RPG centers around a world devastated by a terrorist attack that used a weaponized virus that left the majority of the world's population dead. I said that so dramatically. A post-apocalyptic New York City will be your battleground as you try to save the last remnants of society. This plot is just everything to me. To say I'm excited is an understatement. Number 3. Overkill's The Walking Dead. If you're new to this channel, there are 2 things you should really know about me. 1, I love zombies. And, you know, I'm trying to contain myself when I say that because I get a little too hyped and then I end up yelling and that's just not good for anyone. But I am completely obsessed with them. So it comes to no surprise that I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. The second thing you should know about me is that I am downright awful at first-person shooters. It's pretty embarrassing watching me play Destiny, I'm just saying. But despite that last tidbit of personal info, I am still super hyped for this game. This survival horror game transports the player into the universe that The Walking Dead is set in. You'll play as a survivor during the zombie apocalypse, left to fend off brain-munching corpses in hopes to see another day. The most important and exciting thing about this game is that it is made for virtual reality. Zombies in virtual reality is just horrifyingly rad, and that is why it earns its number 3 spot on this list. Number 2, Until Dawn. I love story-driven games. They are my absolute favorite to play, so it's pretty clear why these next 2 games top my list. Until Dawn's plot is reminiscent of an awesome teen slasher flick. A group of friends travel to a log cabin to remember their friend that has gone missing, but unbeknownst to the group, a killer has set their target on them. Yes, yes, and more yes! I've been waiting for someone to make this exact game for so long. I'm already sold. If that didn't sound dope enough already and you are still undecided if this game is worth your while, there is a unique twist. You will get to play as each of the 8 friends, and your actions dictate who lives and who dies. And don't think it'll be so obvious. Your actions will cause a butterfly effect. Dear gamer gods, please don't let me down. And coming in at number 1 on the most anticipated games of E3 2015, The Walking Dead's Michonne. You know what? I am not too embarrassed. When I found out this game was happening, I, no joke, jumped up and down for like a solid 5 minutes. Okay, I didn't, not for really 5 minutes because, you know, that's a lot of exercise, but you get my point. If you have yet to play The Walking Dead Season 1, 500 Days, and Season 2, I highly recommend you go do that right now. Like, right now. Like, after this, finish this video first, but then after that, head over to Steam and buy an episode. Unfortunately, my heart did sink just a tad bit when I found out this game is going to be a mini-series and it will only be comprised of 3 episodes. Not much has been released about the plot, but they did mention it will take place somewhere between issue 126 and 139 of the comic book series. So there you guys have it, the top 8 games out of over 160 that I am most excited for. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this list is 110% personally opinionated. Personally opinionated? Is that redundant? None of these games are out yet, so no one's opinion is right or wrong or better than another's. So let's talk in the comments and you tell me which games are you most stoked about. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not yet part of this Radtastic community, well, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join today. Until next time, bye!